Hello everyone, it's Return of the Jedi here with another collection room update video. I'm going to show everybody a little bit of what I've been working on over the past month or two. Whenever I posted my last video, I don't really know, but got some new things, have rearranged some stuff, and happy to share it with everybody. So seeing that I'm facing my 3 3/4 stuff, I'm going to start here. So with my loose dioramas, my play sets, I actually have added quite a bit. First off, I got the Nisa and Wicket, the Ewoks. So they're joining in on this absolute domination of this Stormtrooper down here in our Battle of Endor set, or Battle of Endor display. So they are there. I think they look very, very cool. The colors are very bright. I think it looks good. I like it. I mean, I know the pink and the orange definitely stand out compared to everything else. This is more of the like earth toned style, but I think it's cool and it actually brings like a nice little focal point to that display. So kind of happy the way all that turned out. And then it was recently my birthday, so we went to a vintage toy shop and I got a few new things. I got some loose figures to add on as well. I got the swoop bike from Shadows of the Empire to add to my Shadows of the Empire display I have down here. So did come complete with the figure. So they're all battling it out for Han and Carbonite. So who's gonna get them? So I added the swoop bike there. I think I just panned through some of this stuff. Nothing really new added to the Navarro Cantina, but everybody's still just partying it up, having a great old time. So I just love the way that came out. And then nothing really new on these displays. My Death Star display, I am gonna eventually add a Thrawn once I get that wave. So it'll be sooner than later. But yeah, just more of the same here. And then for Razor Crest, nothing really new. My Mandalorian display, my Geonosis Battle Arena, I've actually added quite a bit here. So up top I did add a Cad Bane, as I got some bounty hunters kind of swooping in there. So I did add a Cad Bane in the top, and then with the Geonosian Warrior I actually got a Poggle the Lesser, which I'm really happy to have him. And the big thing I was looking for was the Ki-Adi-Mundi, which I desperately needed a Ki-Adi-Mundi in here, so I added them back there. So not overly worried about the droid attack on the Wookiees at this point in time. They got their own little situation right now, dealing with all these bounty hunters, all the droids, Asajj Ventress, Jango. So added him, and then I can't think of his name, but the little Jedi back there, I added him too. So actually added quite a bit to my Geonosis Battle Arena, which I was really happy about. And as you know from my previous videos, it's not specifically an Attack of the Clones display. I have this as like a kind of display of Attack of the Clones, but also just symbolically showing it's the start of the Clone Wars. So it's episode 2, Clone Wars, all mixed up in my Geonosis Battle Arena, and love the way it looked. But the big thing I was looking for was to add a Ki-Adi-Mundi. And then I actually do have adding another row of TVC figures down there for my carded ones. So I don't think I really added any new carded stuff since my last video, so just do a little bit of a pan through there. But again, I just love the way these look displayed like this. And yeah, that's about all I've added to this, but I'm really happy with how these things go. And just these dioramas or play sets, whatever you want to call them, you can always find more things to add to them, which I really enjoy. So always messing with them, always adding stuff. And sometimes it chain reacts, like you add a new figure and then suddenly you don't like where a couple others look, so you find yourself moving those around. But I can have so much fun just playing around and messing around with this stuff, and I'm always happy the way it comes out. So yeah, so that's what we have going on there. And then I guess I'll move over to the bar. So as you know, the bar, my Funko Pops are primarily what's stored behind the bar and displayed there. So I have gotten quite a few new Funkos, maybe like 4 or 5 new ones, but I just added some stuff to it. So again, that vintage toy shop, I actually got down here my Hoth display, which that just reminded me, I do have a 2-1B medic droid in storage loose from the Power of the Force 2, so I need to add him in here now that I added the 2-1B pop to it. So anyway, I was just thinking out loud, but I'm gonna add that. But I did get the AT-AT driver Funko Pop, so I added that to my Battle of Hoth display down here. And my Mandalorian display. Yeah, I bought another Fennec Shan Vintage Collection figure, so she's down there. So $9 on Amazon. So I went ahead and grabbed her. And then my Last Jedi display here. I have been looking for behind those pops. I have been looking for these things for so long, and I finally found them. They're in my bookshelf. But anyway, at the opening night fan event of The Last Jedi, they gave away these like jumbo tops trading cards. So my wife and I each had ours still sealed up. So I wanted to put them in as a backdrop. Those are just some Last Jedi stickers back there. But I wanted to put them in a backdrop of that. So I finally found them and put them there. So I was happy to do that. And then the other thing I got at that vintage toy shop, it's actually on my Boba Fett display shelf. I actually got the prototype, the white prototype Boba Fett Funko Pop. So I added him to my my Boba Fett shelf. And then I can't remember if this is in my last video, but I actually got another one of the deluxe Morak Boba Fett's from TVC down there. He looks phenomenal, so have him there. I don't think I really added anything to my Darth Vader shelf or the Yoda shelf, but again, just showing you a little bit of a pan through those. They look awesome. Just love the way these shelves came out. And at the bar, we do have some new booze for whoever's interested in that. Got some new Kraken spiced rum, and my wife picked up some passion fruit New Amsterdam vodka, and we got this fun New Amsterdam, pink lemonade fused vodka. So that's exciting. So just keeping it real at the cantina. Got some different drinks, and then some of the other Funkos I added. I actually got from Entertainment Earth the Kenobi, the young Leia from Kenobi. So she looks awesome. I got the Return of the Jedi Luke, one of the new ones for the 40th with that. And then there's one more. I'm trying to find where it is. Oh, it's a Kenobi. Yeah, I got this other Kenobi pop from the Kenobi show. So I just added some Funkos to this. Just a little bit of a pan through of my Funko Pops. Again, I have quite a bit of them, and I love the way they look behind the bar. Oh yes, and I got one of my Grail ones, Count Dooku. I've wanted that one for so long. And I sold some old figures, not old figures, but some figures I don't really display or I have some duplicates of on Mercari. So I used the money that I sold those for to buy this Funko Pop of Count Dooku, which I've wanted for so long. So that was one of my Grail Pops I've wanted forever. So I'm really happy to finally have him. So I added that. And then my Ahsoka shelf, actually, one of my customers actually got me this Clone Wars Hot Wheels car. It's basically, I don't even know what kind of car it is, but some little mini wagon. But it's got Anakin and Ahsoka on the side, and it looks cool. So he bought that for me. I thought that was super nice. So it's displaying on my Ahsoka shelf. So I think that's about all for behind the bar that's different. My phone is not really, I did this before where I just could not focus on stuff, so I really hope that doesn't keep happening. But just going around my Black Series, I actually have added quite a bit of Black Series stuff too, so I guess that's where we're gonna go next. So I actually got quite a bit of the Ahsoka wave, which I'm blown away by all these figures. I knew I would like this one going in, and then when I got it confirmed, yes I did. Yeah, it's doing that focus thing. Oh, come on, there we go. Morgan Elsbeth. Yeah, I know, bummer she doesn't come with anything, but she looks awesome. The face is so good. And I just love her design. I think that looks great. So I'm really happy with that. And then I also got the new Ezra. So he's down here on the bottom shelf. Again, looks awesome. And I really like how the new lightsabers are kind of thick, but they're not as transparent. But the colors just show up in these lights. I mean, it almost looks like it's lit up. So I actually really like what they're doing with these new lightsabers. And then I actually got the Clone Commando right next to him. So I did get the new Bad Batch wave, which I also really, really like. Have Appo there. You can see him in there. But yeah, I love the new Bad Batch wave more than I thought I would, to be honest. So they look great. And then, so in this one, I don't really think there's anything too new here, but just gonna show it off while I'm on the floor. And then moving up, there's the new Wrecker. So it's the Season 2 Bad Batch Wrecker. Oh yes. And the Vader. The Kenobi Vader. The battle damage dual's end. Oh, it just looks great. I absolutely love that figure. It's so ominous, so dark looking. It's just so good. So I love that. Malgus, which I think I showed him in my last video. So I'm literally gonna have to refocus every single time I show something. So I apologize for that. I don't know what to do about that. So we're just gonna roll with it. And then nothing really new there on this shelf. Yeah, I know Chopper, but that's the red and black box one. I've had him forever. And then up here, the new Hunter, I love. That might be my favorite out of all the new Bad Batch ones, which is interesting because the first season, the season 1 Bad Batch ones, Hunter was probably my least favorite out of all of them. But I just love that. The colors look great. I really love that. And then, oh my goodness, the new Ahsoka, the Clone Wars Ahsoka. Wow. That might instantly be a top 10 figure of mine. I do a top 10 all-time TVC and Black Series figure, like as of year's end, at the end of every year. She may crack my top 10, but I love everything about that figure. So good. So good. And she stands well too. Sometimes when some of the figures have the thin legs, they don't stand well, but she stands great. So I love that Ahsoka. And then really every single Ahsoka figure is great. And then my last new of the figures from the Ahsoka show, I actually have Sabine too. And again, there's that bright, awesome lightsaber. Yeah, it just looks so good. And same with Malik. Malik has that intense lightsaber. But yeah, Sabine looks awesome. Really like her. Love the Ahsoka show too. Oh my goodness. I do have Chrysanthemum. Not sure if he was in my last video. He's new. So yeah, that's I think everything new in my Black Series collection. But yeah, getting back to what I was talking about, I love the Ahsoka show. It's one of my favorite things I've seen Star Wars show-wise. Like I think I mentioned this before. I really enjoyed the Kenobi show. I thought that was very good. Mandalorian, obviously, thought was really good. I mean, I really liked all of it. There's not a single Star Wars show I've disliked, but if I had to pick my top 2, I think it'd be Kenobi and Ahsoka. Not necessarily in that order, but I just love how I felt watching them, and they're just great. I just thought they had some really great moments in both those shows. And then going to my goofy holiday display, I do have the new Snow Trooper, the Snowman, Snow Trooper, my holiday figure display. And that's almost relevant because it's almost the holiday season, believe it or not. I mean, marketing and stores will tell you it already is. So which is absolutely crazy, but time is flying. Enjoy life, y'all. It goes faster every year. And then my lightsabers, I did get 2 new lightsabers. I can't remember if I showed off the Darth Revan in my last video, but I got the Darth Revan saber, and then I actually have the Kenobi saber from the Kenobi show up there. So adding on to my saber display, just got them slowly going up the stairwell. And then some there. And then last but not least, my vintage Kenner figures. I've added some real good stuff here. I actually got a complete Ramba. So last 17, I found a great deal for it. So I have Ramba, really happy to add him. And then I actually recently bought a staff for Paplu. So one of my other last 17 Ewoks I have, Paplu is about to be complete too. So I got his spear. So he's gonna be coming the spear's gonna be coming for Paplu. And then I actually was missing a blaster for Hammerhead and Walrus Man, so I'll get the blaster for them. So 3 of the incomplete figures I had are now about to be complete, which I'm really happy about. And I'm also, again, I'm working on finishing the 96, the original 96 of the Kenner figures, and I think I'm exactly at 48. So I'm like exactly halfway through. Most are complete. All of them eventually will be. So, yeah, I just got some weapons, things like that coming. And then down here, I got the AT-AT Commander, Hoth Trooper, Hoth Han. I got Lobot, Weequay, Rees, and a Hoth Rebel Soldier, and then Malakili, Rancor Keeper. So that's what I got for my vintage Kenner, some new stuff. And that's about it. So again, I'm trying to make these videos not as long, which next I need to work on them being more in focus, so I don't have to keep doing that. Anybody has suggestions how you can not have your phone be blurry every time you show something different? I'm all ears. I'd love to hear it. But anyway, another great day in the cantina. Thanks for watching some of my videos. Appreciate your support. Yeah. Come hang out and have a drink in the cantina. May the force be with you. Goodbye.